final match. I'm gonna play first. Yeah, keep this hand. Looks nice. All right. Bombardment, go. That was a good draw. Keeps us busy. Hopefully get a little supplicant twins action going this game. Thought he had a 2-drop, then didn't do it. So I think we actually want the Dragoon now. It doesn't make the best use of mana, but it guarantees us twins next turn. I guess it lets us leave up Bombardment as well. Still no play. All right. All right. Sounds good. We're going to do twins. Oh, okay. They were off blue. Now it makes sense. All right, Gavany Unhallowed. We'll allow it. So drawing a red mana now would be nice, because we could attack with our twins into the Gavany Unhallowed and follow up with a werewolf to finish that thing off, which would be really good. All right. This, on the other hand, we still get to attack with twins. We're not going to fly over... Well, maybe we do want to fly over top with dragoons. I guess I can discard an Accomplice. Not like that card matters. All right. Let's push through some more damage here, especially with the Supplicant in hand. I guess the problem with this play is now I can't follow up with the Reaver, presuming he blocks the twins, which I assume he is. Yeah. So maybe it would have been better, I guess, to discard the Reaver. Didn't seem right, but given what I could have on the board, it seems like it was right. I was hankering value too much. All right. Not overly concerned about that. Let's just keep pushing damage through with Reavers. That's what I say. All right, now we get the red, so we can play the werewolf. Do we even need to? Not especially. So we can discard the Reaver. I mean, I don't want him to emerge, but... might be a good idea to just get the Supplicant down. Supplicant will put him away unless he deals with it immediately. It's not like the werewolf does that much on this board anyway. So it probably makes more sense to just play Supplicant. I think the chances are pretty high he's gonna emerge something here. Not sure if I care. So he's got to deal with the supplicant, and then he's got to deal with our flyer. He certainly can turn this game around. Lord knows we've given up some value to just push through extra damage. Kind of like this Scavenging Unhallowed card. I already said that. I know it's just Unruly Mob ability, but oh my god, Gisa and Geralf, huh? Jeez. It's a pretty sexy card. Ooh, all the zombie deck? That's pretty cool. Yeah, this card's pretty nasty, actually. Cast zombies. All right, so here's what I can do. I think we want to get this off the board. I could just go for the most efficient play. If he has an answer for Supplicant or a way to... Let's just get rid of the Gisa and Geralf. It just seems easy enough to do. So why not? So I fly over top with Dragoon, attack with Dragoon and Twins. He blocks with Gisa and Geralf. I play Werewolf. And finish it off. Okay. I'm on board. Could just block with the Enlightened Maniac too, in which case I probably discard the Werewolf to the Cultist, or Supplicant, rather. Alright. If he has the Malevolence thing, okay. He still could have that, by the way, but... Problem is I'm probably never going to get to transform this because I'm busy discarding cards. Basically, I'm getting rid of Gisa and Geralf. Why? Because it seems like a way, if he has removal, like I said, for him to get long game value. Like a possible way to come back. So he did have the Malevolence, sure. So he could have killed our thing. I'm happier, I guess, that he did it this way. Like, if he'd just given it -1/-1, I still wouldn't have been able to kill Gisa and Geralf. But then again, I wouldn't have played Smoldering Werewolf. I would have just discarded it. I think we're just going to go on the supplicant plan now, I guess, which is fine. All right. Like I said, ditching the lands makes it so we can't work towards the werewolf, but if he kills the supplicant, then I guess we can go back to working towards the werewolf. So I should have, I guess, gone against my gut instinct to take out the Geese and Geralf and just gone for the most efficient way to win, like I was doing in the beginning of the game. Now I've had the complete opposite effect that I wanted, which is exactly give my opponent exactly what I didn't want them to have, which was keep their Geese and Geralf and not kill my opponent in the most efficient way. So, yes, in hindsight, it was a bad decision making on my part. Yeah, unfortunately, I had exactly what I didn't want him to have, so completely my mistake if I lose this game. I just no one's fault but my own. I'll take full blame on this one. Horrific decision making by your old pal Alex. All because of the old one drop borrowed malevolence. All right, not doing anything. Yep, no need to attack with Dragoon. He'll just block. Guess we'll play Accomplice from Yard, which once again doesn't do anything. Does actual nothing. Guess we may need 5th land, so we could draw Abundant Maw for the win. I think we'll take it again, actually. We're still ahead on life total. Abundant Maw would be a great draw. Dragoon number 2. This is a vampire. It's not a... Okay, well. I see the problem. If I discard, then that doesn't work. So maybe I shouldn't have played the land. All right. Card's awesome. So we're going to double block it with the zombie and the twins. He gets to replay it from his graveyard, which is bad. And this gets pumped, which is bad. But that is how it's going down. For some reason, opponent is extremely slow in his decision making. I should talk, right? I'm slow all the time and I'm short on time, but I assume our opponent's double queuing or something. It's when you're making slow decisions on plays that there is no decision making for that makes it strange. Like, I'm very slow, but it's usually because I'm trying to make a tactical decision. In this case, a horribly, horribly wrong one that's going to end up costing me this game, which I'm still bitter about, but no one's fault but my own. But yeah, in this case, my opponent's like, is there? I don't know why you would have to think at all about attacking with Foul Blood. Makes this bigger. You can replay it from your graveyard. You have plenty of blockers. I'm surprised he didn't play the thing from his graveyard. Oh, he wanted the blocker for the Dragoon. Okay, well, that does nothing. So he can discard that. It does nothing. All right, so we just hold out and wait longer. Just waiting longer here. Could draw the Abundant Maw. That might just be it, though. Didn't even have to play the Sanguinary Mage there. Maybe I was supposed to hold it so I could get 2 Dragoons jumped. But I felt like I might want a blocker. I guess the longer this game goes, if my opponent's going to take a long time, it could potentially win by clock. That is a possibility at this point. It does seem like each play is very, very measured by my opponent. Bonus deck is pretty sweet. A lot of zombies. Ooh, he's got Liliana's Elite too. Jeez. Bonus deck is really sweet. So it's really fun. I find it hilarious that I said, man, I really don't want to lose to Gisa and Geralf, so I'm going to make this play. And then he wins with Gisa and Geralf by my own doing. So just hilarious how costly I made this for myself. All right, well, Scavenger brings back the Supplicant. It's still not going to be good enough, but what can you do? I've just cost myself too much time. Could have sealed that deal. Could still rip an Abundant Maw, but that's about it at this point. I guess I could rip a Graph Rats too. So maybe I just need to make sure my Scavenger doesn't die. All right, let's block with Sanguinary Mage and Twins. Oh, I guess Fiery Temper would have won us the game too, huh? So let's see here. He's got one flying blocker. So why don't we just go for the win that way, shall we? So we'll discard the... Yeah, we got to go for it here. All right, discard Supplicant. Discard Abandon Reason. He's got a cool deck. Multiple rare zombies. All right, unfortunately had the exact card he needed to live here, so looks like we're going to lose, but obviously going to play it as long as possible because our opponent is very far behind on the clock. So if they play as slow as they do here in game 2, if we don't lose game 2 or we drag game 2 out long enough, we could end up actually winning. Once again, totally disappointed with my play here. I completely... Wow, that's kind of funny. You can have the 2 cards because if I... Otherwise, he can just get the rats back with the scavenger. Opponent's deck is sweet. He has every zombie synergy card. It's really amazing. Like, Graph Harvest is not a very good card, but when you have as many zombies as your opponent has, and he's got the Geese and Geralf and Forgotten Creation, it's pretty sweet. I still should have won, but still, it's a sweet deck. Just... Opponent is completely carefree about the clock, too. Like, there was just no reason to play the Liliana's Elite there. Just completely unnecessarily playing spells. I'll take it. You know what? I'm going to replay it. What do you think of that? You want to play as Unsubstantiate? I'm going to replay my dude. I mean, obviously it doesn't matter, but what can I kill? I'm just looking. Let's kill you. And I guess that's it. We're ahead on the clock, so I don't really care. All right, so clearly I can win the game, since I could have won that one had I played differently. But can I do it in game 2? Am I going to get another opportunity? I hope so. I hope so. I don't think we have a sideboard. I don't need to do Cultist Staff, I don't think. Maybe I do. Why not? I haven't seen it once. I should try the card out. Who cares about Sanguinary Mage anyway? Alright, let's try this. This hand's fine. It's obviously not great, but we have the Succumb to Temptation. We have a removal spell. Really no reason to mulligan here. Looks like opponent's trying to play more quickly now. Actually, I should turn off auto yields in case there's something I want to kill with this bombardment. Graph Rats, I don't really want to kill. Alright, Ingenious Scab on the other hand. I do kind of want to kill. Olivia's Dragoon. So, let's see. I can swing with Supplicant. Yeah. Abandon Reason versus Bombardment. I guess I want to use Bombardment. And we'll get the Dragoon down. Because I can still discard. I can get a surprise Abandon Reason, I guess. Well, Abandon Reason's always a surprise, so I guess it doesn't matter. Let's Succumb to Temptation first, actually. Okay, so I have another Bombardment. Let's just swing here. And we're going to do some... I've got some abandonment issues here. Alright. Opponent was pretty wise there, but that's alright. So I can start pitching lands. Alright, Wretched Grift's going to be a big problem, unfortunately. Yeah, not really liking where we're at right now with this game, but... And it also sucks that my opponent's like playing quickly now too. So it was like maximum amount of time wasted in game one, where you're just sort of sitting there like twiddling your thumbs waiting. And now my opponent is putting a little more pep in their step. Oh, a 4/4 for 3 mana. That seems beatable. All right, bad draw for us there. So what do we want to do? Well, I guess we play the Dragoon and pass. We're in pretty horrific shape now. All it took was a Liliana's Elite to completely flip this game around. So I guess we got to double block the Elite, which is pretty bad. This would become a 5/5. I don't know if I can beat a 5/5. We could discard 2 lands and double block it. If he has anything, we lose everything, which seems bad. It does seem bad, doesn't it? Probably because it is. So I've got some options. What do I want to do, though? I probably can't race this. I'm already behind on life total. Why don't we just trade a Dragoon and a Bombardment for the Wretched Griff, and then I got to deal with this, which I have no idea how I'm going to deal with that. I can't. I have no means to deal with that. It's only going to get bigger. All right, Foul Bloods is also a big problem. Niblis is going to be a problem. Werewolf, well, that's nice, I guess. Kill this. Can't deal with anything else. His Liliana's Elite is just getting out of control, but that's the way it is. So I could fly. No, I guess we need the 6th land for our Smoldering dude. Huh. I see. I think we're going to trade here because it doesn't make this bigger. Oh yeah, but that does get bigger. So I need to draw something real here. That's not real. Well, alright, what can I do? I can flip my Smoldering dude. Attack. That's not going to work, though, because this can kill this, which seems really bad. Yeah. Kind of SOL now. Alright. I've accepted it. Alright. Well, no one to be mad at but myself for this loss. So, I'm going to actively try and make better decisions in the future. Hopefully I can do so. I mean, it's not GG's, but it's kind of GG's. It's one of those things. Like, I have to do all of this. I guess I could do this and this. All right. I mean, this is still real bad, but his guys are just going to grow either way, so. Well, he's got nothing, so if I rip a creature, so now I can chump block his 7/7 and attack. Kill this. So he plays nothing for the rest of the game. I draw chump blockers for 2 more turns. That's one way to win. All right. Did not quite work out. Let's see here. Anything from my graveyard I can play? No. Can't play anything here. Have to chump block an 8/8. All right. Looks like it's over. So people have been asking me what I think of the format. I like it. So far, I've been pretty impressed with the format. I think it's fun. There's some really kind of cool little synergies going on here. I'll have to play a lot more to figure it all out. All right. I've gone 2-1 a lot in this format, and this one, once again, I'm really kicking myself for this one. But like I said, no one's fault but my own. Poor decision making. I'm glad we could get out of rounds 1 and 2 with a victory, though. That was satisfying. And Thermo Alchemist and Supplicant can really put a game away effectively. So even when you have a really, really lackluster deck like this, like I gave it a C only because of the removal, but the creatures were horrific. Like, I guess Werewolf, Maw, Arsonist were really the only good creatures. The Scavenger Graph Rats thing occasionally did win us a game, actually, so that came up too. So we had the means to win with this deck, but it really, I think, took the combination of Supplicant and Alchemist to make this deck at least have something to do in the grindy matchups. All right. Hope you enjoyed it anyway, despite I'm sure I'm going to read the comments about how terrible I am at making decisions, and I agree wholeheartedly on that one, completely. Should have had game 1. Should have been just going for the win like I was for the rest of that game, so I don't know why I did that. All right, we'll see you for the next one.